Back. I'm sure you've heard it's hot, right? It's really hot. It's also the end of July. Now, the media will have you believe that it's cataclysmic and we're all burning up. While scrolling through the Reuters website this morning, here are a few headlines my producer found in a span of about 3 minutes. Wildfires bring death and destruction to Mediterranean. Wow. Europe sees another year of droughts and wildfires. And our personal favorite, how about this one? Climate change role in July heat waves overwhelming, scientists say. Well, come on. It's summer. Your football coach just moves practice to the early morning or later in the evening. You know, farmers and ranchers use misters and fans and don't move the animals around too much, and they stay in the shade. And if you really drill down to the nitty-gritty, you'd see that the hottest time of the year is about a month after the summer solstice. It takes about a month for the shorter days to start cooling down the earth. So far, so normal. Another uncomfortable truth is that cold temps kill more people than hot temps. Yes, you heard me. Cold kills more than hot. 100,000 people in the U.S. die every year from cold, while 2,500 die from heat. That's 40 people to cold, 1 person to heat, the death rate. And my next guest has a good idea of what these temps mean for businesses. Please welcome into the show Tommy Grisafi. Tommy, everything's got to be dramatic, and we've all, you know, we're almost at the end of the world every single time this happens, but it's every single. I can just see my father now getting frustrated, thinking, it's summer, it's July, it's August. What is the big deal? And if this was January or February, yeah, we have a problem. But right now, I don't see it. So, are we addicted to the drama?
Is that a question? Yes, we're addicted to the drama. Some people like to draw attention to themselves. Some people wear cow coats. Some people, if they're weather people, what they do, Scott, I didn't get to you and Ashley quick enough, but I saw this picture on the internet of how European weather was displayed 15 years ago and how it's displayed now. And in the old days, when it was 90 degrees, close to 100, we would hit reds in different colors of reds. Now, when it gets close to 100, which it's going to be in a lot of the United States, Wednesday, Thursday, we go to this bizarre brown color, and then we go to another weird brown color, and then they just put the skull and crossbones on there. It's the exact same temps, but it's how media and how they want you to feel. And they need to sell papers, but the only problem, Scott, is they don't sell papers anymore. Everything's went digital, and they need sensation. They need clicks. So what better way to click someone like my mom and dad? Give a big shout out to Paul and Marie. You know, you told me, what do old people do? They plan their doctor's visits, they watch the weather, and then you got to do Wheel of Fortune a little later, okay? That's what this is. This is clickbait. This is something to get old people riled up, young people scared. Great way to take a great athlete and say, you don't need to go to practice. It's going to be hot out. You know, you got to think like a farmer. We work with farmers. A lot of farmers watch your show. You don't get to not milk cows because it's hot out. I had some time yesterday and spent it at the Porter County Fair. And I walked through that cattle barn. And I will tell you this. I did think about Wednesday and Thursday that those kids at that fair will still be grooming those animals and getting them ready for the sale on Thursday night. So if you're out there, come to Porter County, Indiana, Porter County Fair for the cattle sale. It looks just like that in that picture. That's pretty neat how all that worked out. I didn't know you were going to do that. Someone upstairs is really sharp. But the problem is that these screens behind me, when they're not flashing my logo or whatever I'm promoting, they have tickets and they have news services. And I see something, headline came out today, and I'm clicking on it and clicking. And clicks mean money, Scott. So in my opinion, what's happened here, these are extremely hot temperatures. We can't deny it. But from a guy who spends a lot of time in North Dakota in the middle of winter, it gets doggone cold too. And I didn't know that statistic, but I can tell you, I do actually travel with a candle in the car. And my wife always says, don't forget to bring water. What she doesn't realize is when it's minus 20, it's not water. You're just bringing portable ice. So the environment's always been volatile, but the sensationalism through the internet is just out of control. Maybe this new service called X will have all this figured out. Well, back to you, my friend.
Well, no, I mean, and we adapt, right? And that's what farmers do. They've got misters, they've got fans. They don't move the animals around as much. I mean, that's what everybody does. That's and also I think that everybody discounts the human spirit when you couldn't drive up and down the road and railed, in Hollywood because it was too, back in the 70s and 60s, it was too polluted, right? Rio de Janeiro was horrible, or whatever the Rio Boulevard is down there. I can't remember the name of it, but But then somebody came up with a catalytic converter, and now everything's okay. I mean, we always adapt. Everybody's always adapting. It's not like you're going to have all these people suddenly drown if we have some ice caps melt. They'll just recede back into the higher ground. It's not like we're going to have this cataclysmic everybody's going to die. That's what I don't like about it. We always hear that it's going to be this death and destruction, and I think that does affect the children. I mean, obviously, if you had adults around you telling you all the time that the world's going to end in 8 years, that would be kind of disconcerting. And if you made a mistake, do I have 7 years to kind of write my life again? No, then I'm just going to throw it all away. I think there's that mentality out there. I've actually seen it.
Yeah. The cold does some horrible damages, too. Look what those freezes did in Texas. When it got super cold in Texas. That did so much economic damage. When those pipes froze in Texas, we're not talking about that. There's just billions of dollars of damage. So the heat sensationalism, and we do need to be careful. Drink some water, drink a little Gatorade, take it easy on the adult beverages. Those will dehydrate you. But I promise you, my friend, we will survive, and the sun will rise.
Exactly. Well, it's just in the end, people might be wondering, but the large part of the reason why a lot of people die in the cold is that it makes your body has this natural ability to try to keep itself warm, and it shrinks itself, and your blood vessels come down. But so if there's any high blood pressure or any issues circulatory, a lot of folks have strokes and heart attacks and die. That's why so many more people die from the cold than the heat. So that's it.
Can I say something?
We got to go. 10 seconds.
That's why I always have my wife shovel the snow.
There you go. All right. Well, we love Gina. Thank you very much. Tommy Grisafi, he's with Advanced Trading. Thanks for coming on the show. Now it's time to dial up the